Hello Taurus, thank you for joining me for your general read for the month of August 2024. So for this month's reading, I'm going to do the first half as your finances and career, and then we're looking at your interpersonal relationships after that, okay? As always, don't try and force anything to fit your particular situation, and always do use your own discernment, okay? Right, so what is going on for our Taurus collective, please? Taurus collective. Okay, so you've got number 25, I am intelligent. That one came out off center, okay? So you're probably not giving yourselves enough credit at this point in time, Taurus. So do take a closer look at that, okay? With this coming out off center. Some of you are a damn sight more intelligent than either you give yourself credit for or than what other people give yourself credit for, okay? So if other people are not giving you enough credit and just treating you as if you're thick, as if you're stupid, definitely try to ignore those people. But if you're doing it to yourself, then it needs a closer look at, okay? Why are you not giving yourself enough credit? Because it says here, look, you've got a great ability to take in and process information on both the conscious and the subconscious levels. Your curiosity is endless, and your desire to dive deep into a variety of subjects will bring you an immense awareness of the world. So this is asking for you to broaden your horizons and to maybe consider going on some kind of course or higher learning thing, okay? Maybe like a webinar or something like that. But this energy, because again it came out off center, it's almost as if you're desperate for some kind of further knowledge on something, but perhaps maybe you don't know where you can get that further knowledge from, okay? So again, just broaden your horizons, do some research as well, and any pull that you have towards learning something new, you really do need to follow that through, okay? Right, so at the bottom of the deck is number 99, I am courageous. It is time to get to work on the realization of your soul's mission in life. You have a higher purpose in this life that is yours and only yours to fulfill. Unleash your true power. Yeah. So it's time for you to be courageous. It's time for you to try something new, something different. Yes, something that takes you out of your comfort zone. I know that people don't like certain turns of phrases, but that is what's coming through, okay? Take yourself out of your comfort zone, and that's the only real way that you're going to satiate this inner desire that you have for some kind of higher learning, or for some kind of, maybe it's spiritual learning that's going on, because it mentions about like your own soul's mission. So yeah, take some time for that. Let's take a look at your work energy. What's going on in finances and career for our Taurus collective for the month of August, please? What does Taurus need to know about for finances and career, please? Oh, short term. Okay, so that's all about a temporary position, okay? It says the position is temporary, so don't be too attached to it. No worries, you will find something that's even more fulfilling and prosperous, immediately followed up with renewal. You need to take time to recharge your energy to get back on track. Challenges ahead require you to have faith and breakthrough. Okay, you're in a stopgap at this point in time then, Taurus, with your finances and career. Is a temporary stopgap towards something much better, towards something much bigger. So again, with them saying don't get too attached, Taurus individuals, because you're an earth sign, you absolutely love to have this sort of set routine. It's how you feel safe, it's how you feel secure, it's how you feel more in control of your life, okay? And I completely understand that, like 100%. I'm a Taurus moon, but I've also got like heavy Capricorn in my chart as well, even though I'm a triple Scorpio. So I'm like a earth Scorpio. So that Taurus moon, I respect that. I respect that wholeheartedly, of how you need to have a set routine in order to feel secure. So with them saying, look, don't get too attached to your current situation because it's temporary, right? So you're going to be able to create a brand new daily routine very, very soon, okay? And it feels very much like, because that's fireworks, it feels like it is a blessing, okay? Because there's something quite unpredictable about your situation at this point in time, and it's that unpredictability that could be making you feel insecure at this moment in time, okay? So you've got security and stability is coming back in. In the meanwhile, really do go with the flow at this point in time, okay? Definitely don't force anything, but lean into this moment of respite that is going to be offered to you very soon, because it's going to be super, super important for you to take full advantage of that respite moment so that you can recuperate your energy, okay? Like emotionally, physically, mentally, okay, all types. And then you've got unfolding at the bottom of the deck. Access to a greater prosperity is opening up for you, but slowly, okay? You're growing as you learn more and keep expanding. Yeah, so slow growth, I always say slow growth is better than flash in the pan success. I mean, you can see they're two completely different energies, okay? So your fireworks, they tend to burn out quick, okay? And your slow growth, that's what you're after. That's what you're looking for long-term stability. But there's also a message here about sustainability, okay? So something that you're moving towards in your career is going to be more sustainable for your future than what you have right here with this temporary thing, okay? Interesting, really, really interesting. Right, so let's see, actually, we'll see if we can clarify these. So what's going on? In fact, I will keep that card on the table for you guys as well. Right, so can you clarify more about this energy for our Taurus collective, please? Right, what's going on with this short-term energy, please? What's this short-term energy for Taurus? Thank you. Oh, the moon. The moon off center as well. Okay, yeah. There's something very, very stressful that's going on here in your career. It's playing into a lot of fears that you have. And one of the main fears of a Taurus, again, because you're an earth sign and all of the earth signs do experience this to a much larger degree than perhaps the other signs would. It's that fear of basically not having enough. So Taurus, for example, you will go out and you will bulk buy toothpaste or hair shampoo and conditioner. Like you will bulk buy that because there's a fear of, well, you know, next month I might not have this money and I might run out of the basic necessities in the meanwhile. So, you know, Taurus do like to bulk buy for that security of the future. Now, you've got insecurity that's coming through thick and fast with this short term and the moon off balance, okay? It's basically a worry, a concern, a fear. You're really needing something here to be clarified for you. It could be that you've taken up a temporary position. It could be that you're currently on like a trial run of something here, or you're putting something through a trial run and see how it goes type thing. But again, your prospects look to be absolutely incredible if you allow it to play out naturally, okay? So really do think of for example, if you're in business, if you're self-employed, is there anything that you can do that is going to be renewable? Okay. I mean, packaging, is your packaging renewable? You know, are you doing something that you're going to be okay to do for the next maybe 5 or 6 years, for example? Okay. Your worries and your concerns are going to be put to rest, though, Taurus, okay? When the moon comes out scattered, it can indicate that perhaps you're worried about something that hasn't maybe happened yet. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you can certainly see the warning signs. You can certainly see that something is temporary. There's a temporary position with that stopgap energy, and then you're worried about what you're going to do next. Well, Spirit's got something lined up for you guys right here. Okay, that's how this feels to me. So you're moving out of insecurity and instability, and you're moving out of that right now, and you're about to step into this long-term generative success, okay? The kind of success that is sustainable. All right, so it's not like a flash in the pan success. That this is sustainable. This is long-term growth right here, okay? Which for a Taurus, that is absolutely optimal. It is optimal. Can you tell us about renewal for Taurus? Thank you. Yeah, the Queen of Swords. Very, very intelligent energies. Again, it ties into your angel numbers message, okay? Doesn't matter about your actual gender or the gender you identify as, okay? It's not about that, okay? It's about the polarization of the feminine or the masculine principle. And this would be the principle of being. Okay, so being someone who is intelligent, being someone who is truthful, being someone who has firm boundaries, being someone who doesn't put up with other people's projections of who they are, okay? The Queen of Swords does not put up with anything like that, but also when they're in the upright position, they're non-abrasive with it, okay? So this is saying for you to have firm boundaries. Yes, sometimes in life we do have to make compromises with others in order for us all to get along, but you're being told in this particular instance, do not compromise on your own personal boundaries, okay? This is not a time for you to be compromising such things. So again, be quick, be graceful, be observant and perceptive, okay? And that's really going to help you to have this breakthrough when it comes down to your finances and career. It's possible that you might have to cut out certain things here with the Queen of Swords, okay? Anything unnecessary. Is there anything unnecessary that's going out? I know the vast majority of us do have unnecessary payments going out. Can you make cuts there type thing, okay? So that's what Spirit's asking here for you. And that, in the meanwhile, is going to help. It's going to help suspend you during this moment of like a stopgap thing that's going on here, okay? It's going to alleviate a lot of the pressure, basically. See where it is that you can make certain cuts, certain changes, okay? And again, not accept anything that you know you're worth more, okay? So don't accept anything less. So for example, if you've put on your CV that you expect X amount of wages, then that's what you should be getting, okay? I know how difficult it is. Like that, there is absolutely nothing out there around here at the moment. Like, it is nigh on impossible to get full-time employment. So I'm right there with you guys. I'm right there with you. And it's even more difficult to try and convince other people that you're worth more when they're just sort of looking down on you. So again, you're going to get that message across to these other people that you know your worth, you know your value, and you can do that through the way that you communicate with them, okay? Which is very honest, it's very forthright, it's very rigid on certain things, but also a very understanding energy, okay? So it's a nice healthy balance, is the Queen of Swords. It's like, yeah, that's how you do things. Now how can I integrate with that, and how can you integrate with me? How is that going to work? What is that going to look like? And through clear communication that the Queen of Swords does offer, you are going to be able to successfully get your point across, and really impress the person who's sitting on the other side of the table from you, basically, okay? Can you tell us about this unfolding energy for Taurus? Thank you. The Lovers and the Eight of Coins. Lovely, yeah. So this is partnership. It's choices as well in this context, because remember, we're looking at finances and career. Looks very, very good, Taurus. This month is going to be your optimal month for you to either negotiate your terms, negotiate a contract, negotiate a job's benefits, or negotiate within a job interview, okay? Negotiation with clients if you're self-employed. This is absolutely going to be your optimal month in order for you to do that, okay? Your skills in communication, spot on, absolutely spot on. So definitely do take advantage of that, okay? It's showing that someone sees that you're motivated, someone sees that you're committed, very, very committed, and that you definitely do pay attention to the details. You're a very hard worker, very diligent. The quality of work that you put out is very, very high quality, and so again, because of those qualities, those high qualities that you have, other people are going to see that, whether you're looking for work or self-employed, whatever. Other people are definitely going to see that what you offer is of very high quality, is of a very high standard. This energy right here actually reminds me of the saying of, it takes a lifetime to build up a good reputation and just 2 seconds to destroy it. So I can see that you are currently building up an incredibly good reputation here. You're definitely known as being very committed and very reliable, and of course, yes, you are going to see a return of that in the form of finances, okay? Eight of Coins is having enough to live off of, and to be comfortable, okay? So yes, a very high standard here, a very pleasant, comfortable lifestyle is what you're building, is what you're working towards. So you're coming out of this instability and insecurity, and you're headed towards this right here. I mean, you couldn't really ask for more here, could you? So yeah, well done, Taurus. That's absolutely beautiful. Let's pull some guidance for your finances and career. And then I'm going to tidy up the table and we will take a look at your interpersonal relationships, okay? We have guidance for our Taurus collectives, finances and career, please. Oh, it's such a heavy deck. I love this deck, but it's so heavy. Okay, Koala Spirit. Spirit has a plan. Electric Eel Spirit, bring your ideas to life. The Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. And the Butterfly Spirit, transformation is beautiful. So I'm going to get you the full healing message for that one, and we'll do the other ones intuitively, okay? So your first one, in fact, your first three are actually connected to each other. In fact, they all are connected to each other. First thing is magician energy. You've got to bring your ideas to life, okay? So you've got to take that deep dive within you. What is it that you're wanting to manifest? What is it that you're trying to create? And bring those ideas that you have to life in any way that you can, okay? It is time basically to no longer procrastinate on what it is you would like to do, what it is that you would like to achieve, but now is the time for you to really put those thoughts into direct action in real life, in real time, and that is how you can be the magician, the manifester of your own life, okay? Nobody else can do it for you other than you, of course, and Spirit does have a plan. So that heavily insinuates that you were never supposed to be in this situation over here for a very long time. It was always only ever supposed to be a stopgap towards something much bigger, towards something that was far better suited for you, okay? So again, with the universe having your back wholly here, it is time for you to take action on whatever that idea is. Some of you will be like, look, I've been considering leaving my old job now for quite a while. I just feel that the environment there is just far too abrasive. It's no longer congruent with who I am as a person. You know, for whatever reason, someone here is looking at leaving their current position and wanting to take on something else. You have to excuse me, I'm moving around quite a lot. I'm just taking off my other top there a minute. It's gotten a bit hot and sticky. Right, so yeah, Spirit's saying, well, now is a good time for you to actually take that leap of faith, Taurus, and yeah, pick up something new. And if you feel that you don't have enough what is it, education to move towards the thing that you really want to do, then there's nothing stopping you going out and getting that education that you feel that is missing, okay? It is a lot of work, but then life in general is a lot of work, isn't it? Right, number 11, let's see. Number 11, transformation is beautiful. Yeah, you're changing everything up here. Joy and the beautiful lightness of being alive and creative in the world is the focus when the butterfly spirit flutters before you. Transformation is inevitable as you grow into your most beautiful, empowered self. Indeed, you will go through some uncomfortable stages as you let go of the forms of your life that no longer fit the new you. Even relationships must go through shifts to match your new emerging self. If you focus on the beauty and not the challenges, stop taking yourself too seriously and choose to be playful, loving and joyous, you will soon know the miracle your soul wants you to experience. Today is a day for joy, so alight. Look around and see the beauty that is everywhere and in everyone, including you. Transformation does not have to be as traumatic or dramatic as things might seem right now. Remember, change is the only true constant. When you resist it, you create a tension within you as you refuse to accept the inevitable. In this moment, you might have forgotten the beauty and joy of life as it moves through its seasons, as nature dictates. You're being faced with a choice. You can struggle with the current conditions, these ones here, refusing to surrender and see through the lens of lack and loss, or you can surrender to the grace that's calling you to allow life to take its course, moving through the sadness and disappointment. Surrender will soften you, inviting you to bask in gratitude and see through the lens of curiosity. These are the keys to tune into the infinite potential that's available to you now. Butterfly spirit knows the beauty and delight that you're on the brink of discovering. Let go and trust that it's there for you. Yeah. Leaning into the changes rather than fighting against it. And again, see in that card there's actually crown above that butterfly. Crowns are always symbols for your sovereignty, okay? You're being held back here in a lot of ways by someone or something, and your desire to break free from that energy, you've got to listen to that desire that you have. Okay, you're stepping into your own true power, your own sovereignty. And again, I'm certain that some of yous are going to be your own boss here as well. Okay, so that's very much how that energy feels for me here. Right, so I'm just going to tidy up this table and we will pull your energy on interpersonal relationships, and we'll see what messages come through for you guys there. So I'm going to use the tea leaf, and as you can see, it is a full deck. Okay, I always have to show that it's the full deck, and I think we're going to pull 3 of these and we'll see what's coming out for you guys. Okay, the rooster, marriage, and the carriage. It's interesting how they all came out basically in the same direction here. You've got an arrogant, boastful person that you should not cross, hiding in your interpersonal relationship energy. Marriage off balance, and carriage, a journey either physical or mental, also off balance. Is there some kind of breakup here that's going on? Are you going through this breakup, or is somebody that you love and care for deeply going through a breakup? Is unclear to me on how this energy is actually playing out. I mean, I suppose it could be playing out in a whole array of different ways. An arrogant, boastful person that you shouldn't cross. Interesting. I feel, yeah, I mean, it's definitely a warning here, Taurus, to be cautious. That's narcissistic energy, that one. Is this person's recently divorced or separated, and they're making out like it was all because of the other person? I am seeing a lot of red flags here, and this carriage coming out off center is Spirit's way of saying, look, you probably should move away from this person or move away from this situation because it's really unhealthy. Okay, the carriage off center indicates a situation that you need to disconnect from. Can you tell us about this rooster? What's going on with this rooster energy for Taurus, please? Oh, that's interesting. That one flipped and then flipped back over. Aha, the 5 of coins. That'll be why. The way that that one flipped, and then it flipped back over again, it was like it didn't want to be seen. There's this arrogant individual here that doesn't want it to be known that they're struggling here. It could be financially struggling, but they're hiding it from everyone because they're far more concerned about keeping up appearances. Okay, rooster type personalities are really heavily consumed with how other people see them, and there's far too much emphasis that this individual's put in on keeping up appearances. You've got the 9 of Wands in the reversed position. This is Spirit's way of saying, give it up, quit, drop it, forget it, don't get involved with this individual. They're not worth it. They're not worth your time. 10 of Cups. The Knight of Cups off balance. A Knight of Swords. And then the 5 of Coins. I feel, see with that Knight of Cups off balance, I feel that this is sob stories, Taurus. This rooster person is giving you sob stories. Okay? They're trying to make out, I mean, they're definitely divorced or separated here. And they've made out that the other person took everything from them and left them with nothing. Maybe that's true. Maybe the other person did take everything from them and left them with nothing. We've got someone angry here about it. Okay, someone's incredibly vengeful. I mean, I can see how that would be a thing. You know, if someone, it has actually happened to me a couple of times. I wasn't even married to them, lost everything. You know, I wouldn't even want to count how many times. Absolutely ridiculous. And so yeah, I can sympathize with that energy. And I feel that this is actually being used as an excuse here, though. I feel that someone could be using that as an excuse to try and take from you, Taurus. So, like, there's a couple of different ways I can read this, okay? Someone's going through a divorce, and they've had everything taken off them, which is horribly unfair, as someone who has been in a situation like that, again, not divorced, but the other bit. Like, that's horrific. That's absolutely, it is nightmarish, having to start all over again from nothing. So that could be you here, Taurus, having to start again all over from scratch, from absolutely nothing. And you've just rebuilt yourself, and then getting involved with someone who's taken your fancy here. Spirit's saying don't get involved with that person because they're giving you some kind of sob stories here. They're trying to make you feel sorry for them so that they can move in with you and take everything from you here. Okay. Or maybe that rooster has had everything taken away from them, and now they're trying to live rent-free off someone else. Okay, that's the multiple different ways that I can read this. But definitely do be on the lookout for any kind of emotional, you know, anyone sort of pulling on your heartstrings, basically. Especially if you don't know this person very well. If you've only just met this person, then they're giving you a whole load of bullshit, basically, because they're looking for a place to live rent-free. Now, I can't remember who else's read that came out in. I think it might have been in one of the daily reads, and it might have been in one of Libra's readings, where there was a hobosexual on the prowl. I'm seeing this same sort of energy coming out for you guys. That's just how it's reading for me there. Can you clarify this marriage off balance? Something's on the rocks here. Yeah, look, 7 of Swords off center, and the Page of Wands also off center. Yeah, this person's lied about a child, or they've lied about their responsibilities. With that Seven of Swords coming out like that, it's basically whoever this arrogant person is, they were convinced that they could get away with doing something, and they were caught. I mean, probably thought they could get away with having an affair or something, and they got caught. Okay, and that's which triggered this split, this separation here. This Page of Wands off balance is basically either this person is a horrible parent if there are kids involved, or they're just so absolutely naive to the point where they legit thought that they could get away with doing something. You know, genuinely confused. How did I get caught? You know, and they've definitely gotten caught here, or they very soon will get caught. But they're genuinely confused. It's like, why didn't I get away with that? You know? It's weird. It's a really weird energy, this one. What's going on with the carriage? Thank you. The Ace of Wands. Yeah. That's like, have a brand new beginning, but elsewhere type thing. Okay, because you're definitely being told, look, do not get involved with this person here, Taurus. They're nothing but trouble. Whoever they are nothing but trouble. It could be a Pisces, a Gemini, a Sagittarius, an Aries. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. Okay. If you're currently out on the dating scene, Taurus, and you've had a date or you're about to go on a date with someone, really pay close attention on how they speak to you about their ex. Okay? Because that's going to reveal to you everything. How do they speak about their ex? Was, in their opinion, was their ex the one responsible for everything bad that's gone on in their lives? There you go, see? There you go. Because Spirit's saying, do not get involved with that person. Anybody who is going to sit there and blame everyone else for their own fuck-ups, for their own problems, that's a huge warning sign. Okay. Literally move away from that person. Start again with someone else elsewhere. Like Devil and the Ace of Wands together, that's someone who puts a lot of emphasis on like sex and porn and, you know, stuff like that. Okay. It's certainly not an individual that you're going to want to marry. Maybe someone got divorced because of another person's porn addiction. Like that's flat out, that's what that is. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, okay? I'm not going to waste your time. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm just going to get straight to the point, okay? That's the real truth behind this divorce, this split, or this separation for that person. A porn or sex addiction. Definitely. That's not someone that you want to marry. That's not someone that you want to have kids with. Okay? So either this is right now the person that you're in the middle of splitting from, or you're running the risk of getting involved with this person, and Spirit's saying do not get involved with this person in the first place. And you can potentially save yourself a lot, and I mean a lot, of heartbreak. Okay? Pay attention to those red flags that person's giving you. Right? If this is you currently going through that split, divorce or separation from the person who's got the porn addiction, Spirit's saying you're going to be able to rebuild elsewhere for certain, and also you're going to have the backing, the backup of your community. Okay, you are going to be able to rebuild. You are going to be able to build yourself a beautiful home. Okay. You are going to be able to pick up your life again and start again. Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. The card of the detective, the card of the investigator. Do some more research. Do some digging. Okay? Taurus, someone here is full of bullshit. And Spirit's saying, think about it carefully. Follow the money. And do some research. Do your research on this person. I'm forever and a day saying, the truth is always out there. It just requires you to look. Right? And that's exactly what the Page of Swords does. The Page of Swords looks. They look for facts, proof, evidence. They're very evidence-based. That's why it's known as the spy card, you guys. That's exactly why it's known as the spy card. What do spies do? They go look for clues. And they bring back with them evidence. Okay. Do your research. I feel it necessary to pull you one of these cards. Now, I've only recently just gotten this deck. And I blessed and consecrated it last night. And I gave it a test run. And I was very, very impressed with the messages that came through this one. If I can find the box, where have I put it? It's the Book of Five Rings by Miyamoto Musashi, who is the Japanese swordsman. So yeah, let's see what advice this deck is going to pull out for you guys. What do you have for our Taurus? Thank you. That was nice and quick as well. It's such a responsive deck. I'm in love with it. It's the same style as my Sun Tzu one. I really am loving these decks at the moment. Beautiful. Okay. Musashi said, speed is not part of the true way of strategy. Speed implies that things seem fast or slow according to whether or not they're in rhythm. Whatever the way, the master of strategy does not appear fast. Meaning, be quick, but don't hurry. Be patient, set realistic goals, focus on the things you can control, such as your own effort. Avoid delays, forget maybes. Move on from your mistakes, follow your instincts, and don't hesitate. All this advice, which has great application to all phases of everyday life, is summed up in UCLA basketball coach John Wooden's catchphrase in practice, be quick, but don't hurry. Okay? So focus on the bits that you can control, right? Be clear and direct in your approach, right? Don't hesitate. That's the main thing as well, Taurus. Don't hesitate. How many times have you watched a movie and the one who is about to get attacked has the weapon? I'm not allowed to say the word on YouTube. And they fucking hesitate. They hesitate, and because they hesitate, they get overpowered by the protagonist. How many times have you seen that in movies? Yeah? Don't hesitate. Right. What is it that Taurus needs to focus on at this point, please? At this point in time, rather. I'm getting a little bit sleepy. I've had my tea sitting there the whole read and I'm not drunk any yet. What does Taurus need to focus on, please? Just need a bit of grippy grip on my fingers. Hey, there we go. Visualization. So you need to focus on visualizing what it is that you're needing out of life right here, right now. Okay? See yourself achieving the highest possible outcome. So start living your life as if whatever you're wanting to happen has already happened. Okay? And really feel it. Experience the feeling and details. Okay? Let's pull you a Forest Friends card. What do you have for our Taurus collective, please? What do you have for our Taurus collective? Thank you. Okay, the wise old badger. Purpose. Be determined. As long as you stay true to your goals, you can overcome any obstacle. Yes, don't hesitate. Don't second guess yourself. Be clear and precise. What is it they say? Strike true. Right, so let's pull you a card from the shitty deck, and you can tell by the title already that there's going to be swearing in this one, so if you don't like swearing, then you just don't have to listen, okay? What else for Taurus, please? Taurus collective, please. Thank you. What did you get? Okay, it's not the shit that we face that defines us, but it's how we deal with it. Handle every shit that comes your way with grace and let that shit slide down your back. Lovely. And yes, it might feel wet, slimy and gross, but with no shit, there'd be no growth. And as I always say, you can always go jump in the shower afterwards. With no shit, there'd be no growth. Any kind of shit that anyone throws at you, Taurus, use that as a fertilizer, okay? Shit is vital. It is vital for things growing. So use it to empower you. That's what I say. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys today. I just genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful to someone. If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading, then I am currently taking bookings on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.